Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. We are back with the kitchen reno project. I didn't post a vlog last week because it was Father's Day and we were just spending some family time. But now I've got snippets from basically 2 weeks that I'm gonna put together, and honestly by the end of this, the kitchen is gonna look amazing. So I can't wait to show you everything because what is beside me right now looks incredible. It's a little bit later in the day and I had 2 deliveries today. I ordered a sofa table a while back and Amazon claimed it was lost, so I had to order it again from Home Depot. So I'm gonna show you that. I just quickly styled it, but I bought an unfinished table because I decided that then I could stain it to be the same color as this. So it is behind our sofa. It looks super cute. The one thing that's a little bit funny is because of the curtains, the sofa table at night will be like closed in there, but I still think that it adds a lot more interest to that area. I mean, I'm sitting down, so maybe it's better when you're standing, but that is cute. And then the other thing is upstairs. Let's quickly go up there. This I just threw here for the time being, but I actually enjoy it. The other thing is I got this for the end of the shower. I can put my legs on it when I'm shaving, but also just takes up the space and looks nice. And then I repotted our snake plant. I still have no solution for all of the bottles, so yeah, that looks kind of ugly, but I'm happy with how that turned out. So what is the plan? Because as I told you guys earlier, I don't think that the kitchen's gonna be done in time. I'm thinking that for the 1 room challenge, one wall of the kitchen will be revealed and be finished, but I don't think the rest of it will be. And I think that if I push too hard to try and get it done for end of next week, mistakes will happen, other things will happen, and I don't think I want to rush and pay someone else to do it. I want to do it myself. So the wall that has the uppers will hopefully be completed, and then the wall with the range and the range hood I will reveal at another time, so that I can get the range hood cover done, and the tiling. I know that's not the point of 1 room challenge, but there is no penalty for not completing it on time. It's just a fun challenge to do with other friends on the internet, so I think that's just how it's gonna be. But I'll still try my best to do as much as I can, but I'm just trying to be realistic here, and I just think that that's likely to be what happens. In other news, I ordered some prints to frame and hang up in the kitchen yesterday, which was good, and I just did a bunch of cleaning so it doesn't feel so dirty in here, and I'm really feeling good. Now I've got all of the IKEA out of the living room, all the boxes, and I've got my little sofa table that looks cute. I've cleaned up some other things. I kind of changed up the styling on the mantle. I put a little basket there that I found that we had at the cottage. So I'm thinking that that is going to be good. I'm happy with it all. There's still more cleaning to do, but isn't there always with renos? I'm just coming out to water, but I wanted to show you these that I got from the convenience store the other day. That one got toppled over a little bit, so it's got a stake in it now. This one is just starting to bloom. I bought it when it wasn't in bloom at all, and that one looks like it's dying, but I am going to water and fertilize everything. And also I picked all the lavender heads off because they were dead, because my coworker and I both have this, and she said that it's going to grow new lavenders, so we'll wait and see. But I'm actually hoping to move these both to the backyard. It's just they're a little too heavy to do on my own. Just down in the kitchen for my midday panic. Every day there's one thing where I'm like, oh my goodness, like what if this is wrong? And then I run downstairs and measure, and sure enough it's fine. But today, because I'm arranging to have help put up the upper cabinets, just because if I can recommend one thing, it's to pay someone to install your cabinets, because now that I know how these base ones are attached, I'm freaked out. I don't think I will ever stand on them like I would with my other cabinets. I don't know, it just feels weird. I'm sure that I'm just overreacting, but not a fan. So I was worried that because now the base cabinets are in, I was like, oh, do I have the 80 inches I need to the ceiling? And of course I do. because the one cabinet is sitting there, it's a 40-inch, and then another 40 on top, and then at the top I was hoping to have a little bit of space to put some like trim. So yeah. Also, did I tell you guys what happened? So this is the new fridge, the new Bosch fridge that I got from Costco, and it came dented. Like, are you kidding me? So their customer service was absolutely incredible, and I'm getting a new one. But this is fridge 3. We're about to have a fridge 4. Not about to, I mean, I think it's gonna take a while before I actually get it, unfortunately. But let me flip this around so I can quickly show you where the dents are. So the handles aren't on this one, but you can see in this corner there's that dent. See it? I kind of see one here, possibly up here too. It shows up better on camera, to be honest. Looks like there's one there, and then there's a little one there. But honestly, the one that I was most concerned about was this one, and then this one. I hadn't really noticed these before, but on camera it really captures, especially when you move, where there's like rounding. Obviously the handles aren't on yet because I'm returning it, but I thought I would show you the inside because now I'm just becoming a kitchen, well, a fridge reviewer. So this is the inside of this fridge. I don't have the shelves up, but they look pretty nice. So there's that. It has some like Wi-Fi situation going on. And I actually never opened up the freezer. So we'll do that. And then it's got the water filling station. It actually has a bottle fill. I don't actually think you could fit a bottle here though. Interesting. And let's see. Okay, I've got this open. And here is what the freezer looks like. So there we go. I wonder if my jug will actually fit in here. Let's try. The moment of truth. Oh, it does. And it has the bottle fill thing, so I could just put it there and then press the button if it was hooked up. I just got back from a walk, and I had a few things accomplished today. So number one, this fridge is being replaced. I think I told you earlier that this one's dented. I think so. And then the banquette issue, I emailed the mill worker, and we are going to ask him to just cut off that 1/2 inch on the weekend, and it should be no problem because it's just on the lid. The actual base is fine how it is. I had the countertop people call today. They wanted to switch the appointment to Tuesday, but I said, that's not gonna work. You're gonna have to do it Monday. So they're coming Monday still. And I just had the cabinet people call, so All Style, who I'm working with, and they said they're just finishing up the big piece that goes along here, and they could deliver the rest of the order tomorrow if I wanted, or do all of it together on Monday. And I said, you know what, Monday's fine because it's Father's Day this weekend. We're gonna get this banquette dealt with, and I don't really want to put the door fronts on all of the cabinets until the counter's on, because when you've got a lot of people in here working, there's just so much room for errors with that sort of thing. So just decided it was better safe than sorry. So that's what we are doing. Also, I think I said this in my Instagram stories and not actually like to you guys. I've also lined up a little bit of help to get the upper cabinets up. So that will be good. And then hoping that he will also be willing to help tile. I don't mind helping. It's a family friend who is gonna help. So I don't mind working with him and, you know, wearing masks and getting it all done. So I don't know, we'll see. But otherwise, Mom and I are going to do the tiling, I think. But I mean, this wall we can handle. There isn't much tile, but this wall there's a ton. So that's what I'm mostly nervous about. And then I also need to order the shiplap that's going on this section, but I don't want to install it until the panels are on, because obviously that takes some of the space up. all that good stuff. So yeah, gotta wait for that. So that's where we're at. I am watching Manifest on Netflix. It is the #1 trending show in Canada right now, so I am probably going to enjoy watching that tonight. And we're living the fridgeless life still, so we are still eating takeout, and yeah. Back to my favorite porch. Finny's never been here before, so he is just having a great time. And Lily is not happy with it. Because I've been doing so much walking, I decided to treat myself to a little belt bag from Lululemon. I had been holding out on this because I thought I wanted to get not black, but I decided that I'd probably long-term be happiest with black. But I want to show you because I think it's really useful and nice for summer fitness walks, and I've been doing so much of that, so it's perfect. So here it is. It has a big adjustable belt, so you could wear it crossbody if you wanted. It has a mesh big pocket along the back, 2 little pockets here, and then obviously the big section, and then on the back, which is what would be close to your waist or your body, it has another pocket. So it's way better than what I was using, and I think that I'm happy that I got the black in the end because I think long term it's going to be better for me. The last look at the kitchen without the counters because those are being installed today. And then I'm going to get the panels and cabinet fronts, which I'm not doing anything with until the counters are in. And then we can do the uppers and everything is going to be good. It's happening. Counters are in. Are you ready to see it? So here it is. See the beautiful graining. I just put this end panel here so we could see that. My beautiful apron front. My deep sink. And then here is an example of the doors. So this is the pair that are gonna go down here. And the hardware. Looks so good. I still have to put the faucet and stuff in, but I don't think I can until this is done. But so the faucet is centered on the hole, and then there's the sprayer hole. I would love to just place it in there, but there's no point. But it's gonna look so good. It's taking shape finally. I had my second dose of vaccine last night, and I just do not feel good. I felt fine after the first one, and I did hear that if you were fine after the first one, that you would feel not good after the second, so that has been true. But I just checked, and the next available delivery date for a fridge for us is July 6th, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one. I don't really know what to do in Costco so that would be fine, so I might just go ahead and do that because we've been without a fridge for so long, and if I had known that it was going to take so long, then I probably would have done that to start with. So I guess that is the thought of the day. I'll ask Chris when he's done what he's working on, but I have my beautiful cabinet doors from All Style, and because they're made for IKEA, they put in the little spots that you attach the brackets into. So this is what they look like from IKEA, and you just like push it in and then clamp this down, and then they are ready to put in. And I just wanted to do this area first because I just want the completed look. Things are looking so good. So the apron doors are on, the pull out one for the garbage is done. That one's done. This one's done. So all of these doors need to be like adjusted so that they're straight. So that drawer was actually the most frustrating. And this one, I didn't realize I had to adjust these because it wasn't wasn't opening properly. So it would get to here and not close. But then I adjusted that hinge and now it goes in perfect. So I am putting all of these in, as well as the upper cabinets, and then I'll eventually put the hardware on. But I'm just about to do the ones for the drawers, but they look so good. I asked them for shaker style on these rather than just have them flat, and it's a little bit skinnier than the other shaker, but I still think that it looks really good. So super happy with that. So here is the current progress. So I got those drawers in. It wasn't too bad, but obviously there was 4 of them, so it's kind of annoying. And I adjusted all the spacing as much as I could. I need to do something with this. I've been spending so much time, but I can't figure out why it isn't perfect. But anyways, that's another job. And then I still have to do these. So there's 3 drawers, all the same size to go here. So hopefully I'll get that done tonight. And then tomorrow, the uppers are going up. Here's what we're working on today. I have my dad helping me. So we just got up that cabinet, the base one, and then the upper one. You can see it's just put in with clamps right now because we're trying to measure where the rail goes, because this rail is going to span across the whole wall for the other cabinets to go on. And because I am doing something that's not typical, I had to remove the top of this cabinet and the bottom of this cabinet, and there's a gap. So I'm gonna have to put a trim piece along there. And then the door for this is gonna go to about here, and then the upper doors are going to line up with the other upper ones. And I'll show you a quick picture. Here's the drawing that we're working off today. So you can see this is the cabinet we're working on, this full thing, and this is where that line is right there. So we've got this one installed, and then we're working on these ones. So this is a 40-inch cabinet, but these are just 20s, but they're all gonna share the same rail across the back. So we pulled a full day's work here today. So Dad helped me get all of these upper cabinets up, and then the fridge cabinets. So I wanted to make sure that the tops lined up with these ones and also the fridge panels that we got. So there's gonna be a dead space here, and I'm gonna put something. I don't know if I'm gonna put trim or put some sort of a door or what. And again, obviously these are super high, and it's just gonna be storage that isn't used that often, like stuff for Christmas or seasonal things. And then these ones I can actually reach by standing on the countertop. So my goal tonight is you have to put in these screws that suck the cabinets together. So I'm going to do that. And I think we're just gonna get a strip of wood to cover that where the 2 cabinets meet. The other alternative was to put wallpaper there, but I think we're just gonna put a strip. And then once all of those are together, I have to put in these little locks. So these go, you can kind of see it up there, but where the brackets are, it kind of locks them in place. So that has to be done as well. And then when that's done, I can put the doors on, but I don't know if I'll get to that today. But we made huge, huge progress. Huge job. And then eventually there will be a really beautiful range there, and it'll all be tiled. I think that this view of the kitchen is going to be beautiful. This is going to be a little less beautiful, but it is what it is. I've started putting all of the hinges on the upper doors, so I've only got that one right now, but it's super easy. So the IKEA hinges that I ordered from IKEA fit perfectly in the all-style cabinets, and I just like put them in, push them, and then you like push this down. Then this piece goes in the cabinet in the little holes on the side, and then you clip them in, and it's super easy. It's also super easy if you need to remove them. So yeah, which I might need to do. I think to probably put the knobs on, I might need to take them down, but we'll cross that road when we come to it. This is the situation in the kitchen right now. So I'm working on tidying this up because this side of the kitchen is pretty good right now, and this just not manageable. So that's what I'm working on tonight. And hopefully then tomorrow I'll be able to get some work done. Today we are tiling. So I need to clean up the kitchen, but this whole wall and underneath these cabinets are gonna be all tiled by the end of today. I did a big Home Depot pickup with Chris yesterday, and my mom is gonna help me out with the tiling. So I want to clean up all the counters. I watched a video on how to do this yesterday, how to install subway tile. I don't think it should be too bad, aside from the fact that like it's pretty tall up there. So I'm gonna clean off the counters. I'm gonna tape garbage bags on them so I don't get anything on them. But honestly, it has been so nice to be able to use the kitchen again. Yesterday, we hooked up the water for the sink as well as the dishwasher. So last night was the first night that I was able to use it. I mean, it doesn't look like it. I got a pile of dishes, but anyways, yeah, I'm really happy to have been able to use it. It feels like a kitchen. It feels like I could probably just move on from here and not do anything else, but of course that's not gonna happen. We gotta finish things. I am short one set of hinges. And also there's like quite a gap between the bottom of this cabinet and the fridge, but I really wanted to make sure that these cabinets were the same height as those ones. Not that you really see them at the same time, I wanted it that way. But my thought is, I have a trim piece, because when you order all this cabinet stuff, All Style #1 includes all like the kick plates to cut and install, but also some filler pieces. And I think I have a filler piece that could actually fit along here, and then I could do one of those like pull up handle thingies, you know what I mean? And put a bunch of like servingware cutting boards, you know, those big massive turkey plates, things like that. So that's what my current thought is. My dad said I should just leave it and just put things there anyways, but I don't think that's neat and tidy enough for me, so we'll see. But that's one of those things that we'll figure out later. Also, I wanted to, I decided I was gonna use the fridge because the new one won't be able to come for like 2 weeks. And yeah, we just needed to get on with things. And Costco, I called again and they said, you can definitely use it. So I hooked it up, but the connector for the water wasn't working. So I went to the hardware store. I think there were 3 people at the store involved in this project. Back and forth. So I bought some pieces, came back to just prove to them that what they were telling me wasn't working. But in the meantime, the owner of the store said that I should be running a new line because the one that was coming out of the basement was copper. And honestly, just behind this fridge, just, you know, down in the basement was where it was. It was like 3 or 4 feet. So he said you need to run a new cable. So after the sink was connected yesterday, we just quickly did that. Honestly, it was like a 10-minute job. So I'm happy to have that sorted out. The reason why they said we shouldn't use the copper cable anymore is because it's old and there's more risk for leaking, whereas the braided cable, which is like metal braided, and it's specifically for ice makers, it says on it, won't. So feel better about that. So now we got some water. But yeah, I'm gonna get organized so that we can start working on this tiling. The first section of the tile is finished. We thought we'd start with the smaller one before tackling this, but it looks pretty good. I think the most annoying thing is getting the little spacers in, but because all of the tiles are kind of like wiggly, you can't get them perfectly square. It's not like a typical subway tile, but looks so good. The color is perfect with the cabinets. So the tile is up, but obviously tomorrow, after 24 hours has passed, I've got a grout. So I feel like you don't get the true look of it until that happens, but it's looking pretty good, I have to say. But I think it's a little jarring when there's like a dark lining between each tile and the actual grout will be a white, like not noticeable at all, so. I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. It's the next morning and I am going to start grouting at some point, but you'll have to stay tuned on Instagram to see how the grout turns out, or come back next week to the next vlog and you will see how it all looks. But it is turning out amazing and I'm hoping sometime this week I'll be able to put the range hood up so we can start thinking about how to cover it. And then there's some trim pieces that need to be put in, such as that one up there. The panel here, this one is just leaning. We're gonna put some crown on the top here, and then a piece needs to go down the side. And I'm also thinking I wanna put a piece along the bottom just to kind of match this. And when you're sitting in the banquette, you can see underneath. So I wanna solve that, but that's kind of where the week is going to lead us. And then also, I need this to be cut because that's where the old fridge was. So this needs to be cut so the fridge can push back, and then we can install the panel and we can get our stairs back.